What we have here is a Hunter Art Nouveau Ceiling Fan. So yeah, Hunter wasn't really much of a showroom brand, but they sure threw their hat in the ring with this one. This is probably the most elaborate and ornate Hunter fan that's not an antique that I've ever seen. I believe that one of the sister models was called the Covent Garden, and this may have also been referred to as the 1896 series or edition or something like that. But this fan really is nice. I'm not always a fan of stuff that's super ornate, but just objectively, this really is beautiful. It's part of the Medalist Series. You may recognize that tag as the Hunter Art Deco originals also had those. It's transforming me already. Yeah, they also had those tags. But anyways, it has these really nice cherry blades, which are reversible to just some kind of oak or darker wood. I got this fan from Matt. It wasn't really part of the PA meet, it wasn't supposed to anyways, but the buyer he had for this backed out, so I ended up buying it instead. And the only thing that was wrong with it was that this fan pull chain, this little piece here in the plastic was broken, but I've since fixed that, and I'll get into that in a second. It has these really cool glass shades. I've got some incandescent bulbs in there because I think it looks better than with some just round LEDs. That's how it looks with the light off. This specific one is flush mounted. It's just how I got it, and also it makes it fit here better. Let's see, the date is up here, I believe. There goes some screws. Yep, so this one is dated 1996. It says 296, so I believe it's the second quarter. It was honestly older than I thought this would be. I thought this was more of a 2000s thing, but I guess not. Start on low speed. So yeah, it was this, and I also recently just got two Hunter 1886s, which were kind of sold like sort of around the same time as like a quote limited edition fan. And these were, I have to imagine this was one of the most expensive ones that they sold at the time, unless the original was still more expensive somehow, or around the same price. Because those did go for a lot of money, depending on where you bought it from. But yeah, I got a bit creative with the whole broken pull chain situation. So the chain, you couldn't pull it down like this because that little finial piece was not there. You had to pull it to the side, which is annoying. So in order to fix that, I actually didn't even have to buy a new chain. I just took the pull chain from the 1886 because since they're from about the same time period, they used the exact same pull chain. And that one had an intact finial piece and nothing was broken, so I put it on this one. And then I put the broken one inside of the 1886. You think, well, how does that work? Well, the 1886, the pull chain comes out of the bottom. So that finial piece is purely decorative. It has no function on that. So, just a little bit of swapping some pieces to get it done. Yeah, you just have to make sure the pull chain like stays in place, but other than that, it works. Now both fans work totally fine. This is really good low speed. It does have a very slight hum that spinner motor hunters just do. So here's the interesting thing about this. This fan is most commonly seen in this finish. However, it did come in another one that's seen sometimes. It's like sort of a silver. I think it's actually pewter. Some kind of a pewter type finish. That one's not seen as common. But then one recently showed up in terracotta. So that is extremely rare that showed up. And apparently, according to service manuals for parts and stuff, this also came in Verde. But I don't think any Verde ones have been found. Those are probably special order, and these are already hard to find to begin with, so it's kind of like, good luck finding that. It's flush mounted, so it kind of wants to wobble, but it's just slightly vibrating a little bit. Now we will go to high speed. There's actually a bit of startup whine there. I was not expecting that. So I don't know if this was Hunter's answer to the Victorian. If so, it would have been an extremely late answer to it. I think it's more likely that this was just something they wanted to try out for a different kind of market. Because for so long, Hunter just made the original, which I said earlier, it's like it wasn't a showroom brand. Like, you could buy those from a showroom. I just meant, like, specifically the design of their fans was more basic than, you know, the other ones that were more focused on, like, the design, like Casablanca, Homestead, and all those other ones. Just more of a functional fan, of course, well made. But, you know, I guess they wanted to expand their market a little bit. So it's not really going that fast, but it's actually still moving a decent amount of air. I'm not sure what the pitch on this is. I haven't really checked, and I'm pretty sure the motor in this is just the standard 172 millimeter. Let's see, get a top down. Must be humming a bit more because it is flush mounted. I will go ahead and turn it off. So yeah, I think that is gonna do it for the Hunter 1886. That's not what this fan is. I'm cooked. I don't even know what I'm talking about no more. But yes, thank you all for watching.